So, Kent, we've seen Kyler Murray sacked a bunch of times now. It happened a bunch Sunday against the Panthers 5 times in that fourth quarter. What are you noticing there?
A few things. One, they're playing from behind too often and they're having to throw the ball too much. Last week, I think 5 of his 8 sacks came in the fourth quarter when they trailed by 2 scores. Two, offensive line obviously has to play better. I think the 2 tackles, DJ Humphries on the left, that wasn't his best game last week against the Panthers. And 3, I think we're seeing a function of a rookie quarterback who's holding on to the ball a little too long, who needs to get rid of it and throw it away when a play's not there. And I think teams are on to how he scrambles, how he wants to get outside the pocket, so they're trying to keep him in.
Yeah, he obviously has a slightly different style as far as some other NFL quarterbacks. You mentioned how he's scrambling, and that leads to a little bit more. Cliff Kingsbury said Wednesday that he wants him to know when the party's over. An important life lesson for all of us, honestly. But
usually we have to have somebody tell us that, right?
Exactly.
Hey, leave, the party's over.
Turn on the lights, Cliff. Stop the music. But on top of that, Kingsbury also mentioned that Kyler, even when he is being sacked, he's not being pummeled. He's been sacked among the most times of quarterbacks in the league so far this season, but it's not those really bad hits that shake you up. A lot of it's just kind of getting him to the sideline, tapping him down, stuff like that. So that's at least better. When you see that number, it's a little alarming, but that context makes
He's
it.
really good at getting down and knowing when to slide and not take the big hit. You know, and you compare that to other rookie quarterbacks who have taken a beating, you know, all the way back to Troy Aikman in his rookie year. Andrew Luck, his first couple years in the league, probably contributed to an early retirement. So Kyler Murray's very good at that. I think he'll get better at that. And the offensive line needs to protect better, but it will help those guys if they don't fall behind, if they're able to get a lead and go in the fourth quarter and run the ball a little bit.
Yeah, and speaking of injuries, punter Andy Lee was not practicing Wednesday. The Cardinals re-signed Ryan Winslow to the practice squad. He had been with them during the offseason, so he has some familiarity with the team. He should be ready to go in case Lee is not able to not able to play on Sunday. But yeah, they're hopeful. We don't know too much about it.
Yeah, and I thought the other interesting news of the week was Monday when they released Michael Crabtree. You know, it was a surprise to a lot of people, and Cliff Kingsbury said today it was only about performance. The rookies, the young guys had outperformed him, but I'd had a few people tell me that he was not a good fit in the locker room. They didn't think. That's why his tenure with the Cardinals lasted only 3 games, but he had a nice payday, like $2.5 million, I think, for 3 games.
Good gig if you can get it.
Yeah.
So, Keyshawn Johnson will be, I think, getting a little more in there. Andy Isabella, too, obviously. Still has to work to get time in, but we'll keep you guys updated on all those changes day to day for the Cardinals ahead of this Sunday's game against the Seahawks.